Hold on. 4 minutes. And I like this video.
Over-the-shoulder trick shots are hard. Saving money on car insurance shouldn't be. 830.
Good morning, Hank. It's Tuesday. Recently, I went to the...
Hey, welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. The mic is taking up the whole camera. It's good to be in here with y'all on another Mindful Monday. We back, y'all. Y'all know that week on, week off is a good thing. It's a good thing. Fondness. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, y'all. Let me get y'all set up, get y'all put together so I can get y'all motivation for my mans out there today. We just getting some more food for thought today. We ain't doing nothing too crazy out here today. We just getting a little bit more food for thought. We will go through some quotes. We're going to do a little bit of talking. We're going to get prepared for whatever it is we got going for the week. And then we're going to get on up out of here for the day. Y'all know how I get down. So let me get y'all set up. It's one of these chords. I think it's this one. Pretty sure it's this one. Then I get my Instagram set up. Instagram, we getting over there to you now, Instagram. We getting over there to you now. We ain't leaving you out in the cold no more. All right, let me get y'all motivation. Motivation for my mans and them. All right, let's go. Just gotta move a few things. All right, used to working that way, so. Oh, and I gotta get y'all some sound back. Where that sound at? There you go. Everything's still in place. Don't worry about it. Let's go.
You are a man. Stand up. Be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular decisions. And become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, that is the one person in this universe that you have full power, full right, and full responsibility to change.
Like, when do you become a man? You become a man when you become responsible for other people. And part of that is taking accountability. I grew up in a culture that told me going to war made you a man. Going to prison and coming back makes you a man. Making $1 million makes you a man, you know, and it doesn't.
Who teaches you to be a man? We all have these ladders of battles, roads we have to walk in our given lives. Be you famous or whoever's out there listening, we all have our individual challenges. It's cliche, money don't make it better. It don't. Fame just magnifies the problems and the opportunities. I never looked at things as problems. I look at them as opportunities. Maybe that's something I can say. You know, someone, well, she did this, and well, what an opportunity you have. Yeah, well, the world, you know, because they said this, and CNN said that. Yeah, well, what an opportunity you have to make a difference. Because you never know who's watching.
Winners fail 1,000,000 times. What makes them a winner is that they believe in it, are headstrong. Nothing's gonna stop them. The spectators have tried it and failed it, and remain sitting down. They don't get up anymore because they don't believe in it enough. The naysayers' disbelief overrides their ability, potential, and mental capacity that they can be more than that.
Why is that? Why do people assume that tomorrow is waiting for them? Why do people think that that son owes them something? Why do people think
Hey, what's up, Zanita 67?
the idea of having more time is the best time to have? You don't have a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. All you got is what you have. And what you have is what you need. And what you need is to get up and be about your business. Because life is just that. It's business. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna lay around and wait for your opportunities to pass you by?
Arm yourself with words. Be precise in your language. Right? Say what you mean. Read. Read great men and great women. Make yourself literate. Get your tongue in order. Get it under your own control. Get rid of the ums and the likes and the you knows and the pauses. And get rid of everything you say that you only say to impress other people. And just see if you can say what you believe to be true.
There's sometimes you could be in a meeting and you could be the smartest guy in the room and you don't want to let anybody know that. Let everybody talk, let everybody think they're smarter than you, but you really know what's going on. There's other times when you're in the room, you could be the least smartest guy in the room, but you got to make them think that you're smarter than them. And if you can master that technique, then you can get just about anything you want in any negotiation. I have found out to be true. Let people talk first. Try to get as much out of them as you possibly can. And then you can kind of figure it out. Like with Gotti, a couple of times I had to sit down with him. I knew that he could never believe that I was winning. So in the midst of the argument, I had to figure out what he really wanted and how I can get what I want, letting him think that he got what he wanted. It's all about how you carry yourself.
In the warrior arsenal, we have different tools. We have physical tools like talent, mobility, strength, coordination, techniques, leverage, angles, timing. But if you're talking about mind, we have different tools, visualization, emotional control.
Right.
In the spiritual side, we have hope, we have faith, we have patience. Those elements, they give you chance of letting the situation cook in a slow burn and see how it goes. Because if you're impatient, if you don't have the hope, if you're not believing in yourself, but if you faith, you're gonna find the light, you're gonna find the hole, you have the hope, things are gonna do well. So you become smoother even in the bumpy rides. So I start to feel like my growth was depending of this growth, not only physical, not only mental, but also spiritual.
I think one of the things that people struggle with is actually being very real with themselves. The difference between the difference between understanding who you are versus who you wish you were.
Right.
And I think that's something that I'm always very fascinated by when I have a meeting like this. Like, what kind of read do you have on yourself? And how, I think I would struggle a lot if I didn't really genuinely know who I was.
Right.
And then once you know who you are, you get more comfortable with what you're up to.
Are you gonna let success sit around and wait for you? You believe that success is your best friend. Success doesn't care about you if you don't care about success. You know why? Because success has already made up its mind. It is going in the direction that it needs to go. It is hunting for the one that wants it the most.
Yes.
But you're not doing the hunting. You're sitting around waiting. You become something else less of yourself because you don't believe that you have the potential and the capability to be the best of yourself. So why? You just sit back and you wait for somebody to pat you on the shoulder and say it's okay, at least you gave it your best. Your best ain't good enough. Your best don't work. You need to go beyond your best. You need to go beyond the level.
Sir.
You need to let the world know that you exist. You need to let the world know that you made different. You're built different. You're stronger. You're more passionate. You believe in yourself. When the rest of the world shut you down, you woke up the next day and you said, I got this. I do this. I breathe this. I am this. You can't stop me.
Just in your life.
That's my man's right there. I hope y'all nice and motivated. I hope all my men out there that watch the show, I hope y'all nice and motivated. Hope y'all feel a little pump to your juices right now. So we're going to get some more food for thought in here. All right, I know that was a lot on you for your motivation for the day, but let's start off with some quotes about cooking. That's purely fun. It came to mind, so let's see what's up. Top 20 quotes about cooking. Let's see what they got. Let's see what's up. Hey, I like the music already. Let's go. An idealist is one who on noticing that a rose smells better than a cabbage, concludes that it makes a better soup. H.L. Mencken. That's it. The most remarkable thing about my mother is that for 30 years she served the family nothing but leftovers. The original meal has never been found. Calvin Trillin. Yeah. The only real stumbling block is fear of failure. In cooking, you've got to have what the hell attitude. What the hell attitude? Yeah, I get it. Yeah. No one is born a great cook. One learns by doing. Julia Child. I am more modest now, but I still think that one of the pleasantest of all emotions is to know that I, with my brain in my hands, have nourished my beloved few, that I have concocted a stew or a story, a rarity or a plain dish to sustain them truly against the hungers of the world. MFK Fisher. That's right. Hey, don't worry about the kitchen quotes. We just getting quotes. This is food for thought. You understand? Let go. Tita knew through her own flesh how fire transforms the elements, how a lump of corn flour is changed into a tortilla, how a soul that hasn't been warmed by the fire of love is lifeless, like a useless ball of corn flour. Laura Escobar. There is no spectacle on earth more appealing than that of a beautiful woman in the act of cooking dinner for someone she loves. Thomas Wolfe. Yeah, Thomas Wolfe, you knew what it was. I read recipes the same way I read science fiction. I get to the end and say to myself, well, that's not going to happen. I don't get it. Without the project, I was nothing but a secretary on a road to nowhere, drifting towards frosted hair and menthol addiction. Julia Powell. Yeah. That's right. Calvin, why are you crying? Mom, I'm cutting up an onion. Calvin, it must be hard to cook if you anthropomorphize your vegetables. Y'all read that for yourself in y'all mind, because that was funny. That's when you make the onions come to life, anthropomorphize. When I was still quite young, I had a complete presentiment of life. It was like the nauseating smell of cooking escaping from a ventilator. You don't have to have eaten it to know that it would make you throw up. Right, Julian Barnes. Right, you ain't got to eat it to let you know it make you throw up. I get that. That's a good quote. I got to read them better. Hold on, let me read them better. There's a difference between dining and eating. Dining is an art. When you eat to get most out of your meal to please the palate, just as well as to satiate the appetite, that my friend is dining. That, my friend, is dining. Man, I'm messing these quotes up. One more. The only thing that will make a souffle fall is it knows you're afraid of it. Oh, man. The only thing that'll make a souffle fall is it knows you're afraid of it. So let me see something. Easiest cooking recipes for beginners. That'll do good. That'll do us some good. Let's watch a short. One pan chicken and potatoes.
This one pan chicken and potatoes is my kid's favorite dinner. You'll need olive oil, lemon juice.
That's what they told you.
Garlic, along with paprika, 7-spice, salt,
Hold on, go back.
and pepper.
Go back.
Paprika, 7-spice, salt, and oil, lemon juice, garlic, along with paprika, 7-spice, salt, and pepper. Now pour the sauce all over the chicken and potatoes and get in there with your hands to really coat the sauce with everything and bake at 400 for about 1 hour. It comes out so juicy, and this is so good with some ketchup.
That's my girl.
This one
That's
pan.
my girl. Look at that girl. Put that easy little cooking recipe on you. All right, let me get another one.
If you're looking for an easy
Oh
recipe,
my gosh, do y'all see that? Do you see that?
making my soy glazed chicken rice bowl. I'm using chicken thighs today, but you can also use chicken breasts. Marinate the chicken with soy sauce, oyster sauce, black pepper.
Hold up. I wasn't looking.
Looking for an easy recipe? Try making my soy glazed chicken rice bowl. I'm using chicken thighs today, but you can also use chicken breasts. Marinate the chicken with soy sauce, oyster sauce, black pepper, and lots of garlic. Mix together. Saute the chicken for 4 to 5 minutes or until it gets nice and brown. And the secret ingredient, Coca-Cola.
Really?
Cover and let it cook for 7 to 8 minutes. Now look at that.
Yo, there is no way. Hold up. Let me see what they saying. We'd love to see some recipes using your oils and noodles. I left it marinate for almost a day and stir fried some veggies and chickens were cooked. It was bomb. Thank you. Been a year. Hong Kong. Little did they know I learned these from you. Good job. Hold up. I want to see if somebody say something about that Coca-Cola. Why? I did not know. Yeah. Apparently you can clean your walls with the stuff too. All right, anyway. I'm going to like this. Save this to the recipes of Expansion Pack. You know how it go. Hold on.
This guy's a genius. He
Before
stopped
it try
frying
to
chicken
leave
and
me.
started cooking it in water. He adds 800.
It always do this too. Hold on. How can I add this? I want to add it. Save. All right, there it is. Meals of Expansion Pack. There we go. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to our search results real quick. We getting a lot of food for thought. Let's get my mans in here real quick.
Yo, so I seen this potato Taco Bell all over the internet. I've been craving it. I had to make it. Let me show you how to get down. All right, first things first, let's scrub down some Yukon Gold potatoes. I'm using the Scrub Mommy for this one. Don't worry, we're going to keep the skin on. That's why we're scrubbing it. Chop that potato into cubes. Get that into a bowl and hit it with some olive oil, some of that all-purpose Cajun seasoning of mine, some cumin, and some chipotle powder. And if you ain't get the seasoning yet, what are you waiting on? Get those potatoes into the oven 425 for like 30-35 minutes. Then you want to chop up some tomato, jalapeno, some red onion, cilantro, salt, and lime juice. Get that a good mix. All right, so you got the pico. Now we're going to work on that beef mixture. Get a pound of ground beef into a hot skillet. Drain that fat. Get some tomato paste, some more of that Cajun seasoning, some of that chipotle powder, cumin, water, and get that a good mix. All right, so once this is done, your potatoes should be done around this time too. Make sure that they're fork tender. Put the potatoes into a bowl, top it with some cheese, some of that beef mixture, the pico, some guac, some sour cream. Do whatever you want on top of this. It was a hit. You already know it's a
You said it was a hit. That's a hit right there. All right. Now, food for thought. Let's just type it in straight like that. Food for thought. Let's see what's up. Nah. Hey, look at me in the search results. Hey, that's right.
Hey everyone, real quick, check this out. Just a food for thought for the day. I just wanted to leave with you all and something for you all to think about actually. And I was just thinking about this and I said, if folks coming to you, right, telling you somebody else's drama, business, situation, their problems, and what that person got on their plate, best believe they going back to them same folks and talking about you to them. Come on, somebody. Barry, what they doing? I said they going back to them same folks talking about you to them. Think about that for the day, y'all. That same person telling other people your business, your problems, your drama, your situation.
We know this though, Barry. Barry, we know that.
Hey everyone, real quick.
That's not new.
This is just a reminder that Auschwitz is in Poland. It's not in Germany. And if you understand what that means, good.
Okay,
This
cool.
is just a reminder that Auschwitz.
All right. I guess when you type in food for thought, you just get any old thing. All right. Just because I don't want to do video after video after video, let's look at this thing like this. I just want to talk to you. I just want to kick it with you. I just want to be here with you. All right? So, what I'm thinking right now is coming back Monday, we're going into a new week. We're getting closer to some break, some holiday, some whatever, right? What you gonna do? What you gonna spend it? Well, I mean, how you gonna spend it? Well, me, I'm looking forward to the coldness, the leaves, falling off the trees, and also us just being nice to one another. If you don't want to be nice to me, it's fine. Just don't come around. Don't be around. Because if you around, I'm be nice to you. We got, well, first of all, I don't know how many people celebrated, but y'all probably out there celebrating. You got Halloween, and then you got Christmas, and then you got, that's it, New Year's. And during this time, let's just skip over Halloween. During this time, are you going to see your people? Yes, you are. And when you get around your people, are you going to want to argue and bicker? Yes, you are. You're gonna want to push the hell out they buttons. You're going to push they button. But I want you to ask yourself as you pushing them buttons and as you around your people. Oh yeah, I went back to think. I didn't say Thanksgiving. Skip over Halloween and Thanksgiving. And then Christmas and then New Year's. I'm sorry. I knew I was forgetting something. But you're going to want to push them buttons. You're going to want to get at them. You probably get on a couple people's nerves. But you were so happy to see them. How would you feel if you didn't want to be somewhere that you was looking forward to being there? And now you don't even want to be there no more. Well, that's what happened when you get around your people and it just turns to crap. You start talking about politics. You start talking about how things should have been different back in the day. You start doing all that nonsense. Well, we gifted right now here in this present moment to do anything. And if you feel yourself headed towards that space or place where you don't feel comfortable, you feel angry, you feel like you want to goddamn get on somebody, excuse my language, then don't. We're going to practice a nice new saying, y'all. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Because I love my people and I love being around my people. And so when I feel like I'm making my people uncomfortable, it makes me feel uncomfortable. And so that's when things just ain't the same. So we want this holiday season, we want these gathering times to be great this year. And it's a lot going on in the world. This is my spill right here. It's a lot going on in the world right now to where we don't need no extra nothing. Let me say the right word. We don't need no extra rifts between the closest people that we have to us, because people that's really, 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 really far away are still people. And you may not see them every day, but the world is affected by every single person that's in it. All right? Even though you don't see them, a tidal wave could hit somewhere far away, and you may not have got hit, but it's still changing lives. And it still changed your life because it's changing lives. All right? That's my spill for the day. Let's have some fun, though. Fun quotes. Hold on, wait. I got another one. We did this before. I was today years old. Let's see what they got on us for today. Okay. That's right. Life advice from the 80-year-old that you didn't know you needed. Come on here now and tell us something. Hey, daddy. That's my daddy.
If you could go back in time, knowing what you know today, and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would you say to that person?
When you're young, you're so quick to judge. It takes guts to do that.
The world around you changes and you have to change.
If death comes, I wouldn't be too upset. I don't want to die, and yet I feel, what's the point of living?
That's, I guess, my big regret.
Today I'm asking strangers in their 70s, 80s, and 90s what advice they would give to their younger self. These interviews were filmed over the last few months in different parts of the world, but never shown before. Yet the advice that is given is some of the most powerful and interesting that I've ever heard to date. So without further ado, let's jump into it.
Let's jump into this. I got to see this.
69. 71.
What does it feel like to be
Wow.
69 and 71?
Well, beginning to feel a little bit older. I mean, up to, say, last year, I was like in the greatest shape of my life. I mean, we did the Compostela in Spain, and we walked.
Wow.
So we were training. We were in great shape. But I'm beginning to feel my age this year.
Hold up. Well, how long is that?
The greatest shape of my life. I mean, we did.
Pilgrims must have traveled 62 miles by foot or horseback, at least 124 miles from any starting point.
Compostela
Dang.
in Spain, and we walked. So we were training. We were in great shape. But I'm beginning to feel my age this year.
I live on my own, so it does get lonely, and it just feels lonelier each year, I think. I'm still working a bit, and I need to work to feel as though I'm still contributing to something.
I feel like I'm a 39-year-old person trapped in a body that can't do the things I want to do anymore.
Okay, updated version. with
Wow.
Russell. Russell, how old are you?
I'll be 97 in November.
What is
Yo, hold up.
That can't do the things I want. 39-year-old person
He's
trapped
76
in a body
right there.
that can't do the things I want to do anymore.
Okay, updated version with Russell. Russell, how old are you?
I'll be 97 in November.
What does it
Oh,
feel
that
like
ain't the
to
same
be
person, okay.
97 soon?
It's interesting. I live with my son now, and otherwise I couldn't make it. I'm so limited in what I can do now. It's so frustrating. Can't go to restaurants, can't go to movies. You just completely like a prisoner of old age. If death comes, I wouldn't be too upset. I mean, it's over, it's over. I mean, I've had plenty of years. I don't want to die, and yet I feel, what's the point of living?
How old are you?
82.
87.
What does it feel like to be 82 and 87?
I'm a kid.
She's a kid. Yeah.
I'm a kid.
Attitude's good. You got to be around young people, not around old people. That's the gig.
What do you do to be around young people?
Have them in your house. You bring them in, entertain them, hang around with them. That's it.
Our grandchildren's friends who are at McGill, we've been having them for dinners for many years now. And
Depressing to be around old people all the time. If you ask them how they are, they're going to tell you. And that's not so
Right.
much fun.
Yeah.
don't ask how old.
Don't never ask that question. Never ask that question.
What's one thing that when you were younger you put a lot of importance on, and as you got older you realized wasn't actually that
I
important?
think maybe personal possessions, your clothing,
Okay.
your jewelry, your
Yes,
things
ma'am.
that really don't count for anything.
What is more important in that?
Your relationships with everybody and the world and the planet.
Yeah,
Yes,
how do you have a good relationship? How do you know what a good relationship is?
You feel good, you feel comfortable, you feel protected, you trust the person you have the relationship with, and hopefully you're not disappointed.
I put a lot of importance on what I'm doing when I was younger. Now I'm putting more emphasis and importance on what is important to the people around me, because I
Yes,
found
sir.
that if they're functioning well, I'm
Yes, sir.
functioning better too.
What's
Yes,
one
sir.
thing you put a lot of importance on when you were younger, and as you got older you realized it wasn't worth worrying about?
I guess what other people thought. My mother was very influential in what I could and couldn't do, even as an adult. Oh, she didn't want me to travel on my own.
And you never did it in the end?
Not very much, no. I didn't do as much traveling as I should have.
Yes, ma'am.
That's, I guess, my big regret, but I didn't see more of the world.
What's a big risk that you guys took that changed the outcome of your life?
You got to have your mate with you as long as possible when you get older.
Yeah.
Be single when you get older is not good at all.
How long have you guys been married for?
It's going to be 60 years
Wow,
in
congrats.
October.
Maybe that's why I hang out with the young people. Yeah, cause it's a energy thing. Sorry to pause the video, but it's an energy thing. And so as your energy, your self-generating energy, let's just say your flow, hold on. Let's just say your flow is flowing, right? But as your flow slows down, you have younger people around you whose flow is, they rushing. It's like, and you love that word right now. It's rushing. And so you just kind of, let they flow go into your flow, and y'all just feeling the energy. And so they kind of re-energize you like the clear. You know what I'm saying? And you see them going through these situations, and you see them going through these circumstances, and you just get juiced by it and say, hey, man, I feel like I'm here with you. Even though you, however old you are, and you probably can't move as fast as them or jump as high.
what has gotten you to 60 years? Still happy, you know, I'm assuming, right? Still happy, still enjoying.
There's a couple of days here and there that are pretty good.
But what's the secret to a long-lasting relationship?
You got to be flexible. You can't be dogmatic. You're not always right. She's not always right. It's the way it is. I know what she's going to say of it. You told me I'm allowed to talk, not you. So I'm talking.
You can't let things fester. You got something on your head, you talk about it, you resolve it, finish it.
Yes, sir. I mean, yes,
Can you
ma'am.
define
Yes,
the
ma'am.
word
Yes,
love
ma'am.
for me?
I can't define it. If you can smile, you're, regularly, you're okay.
A lot of it is it's caring,
Yeah.
it's respect, and love. What's love? He's crazy for me,
Life worked very well after I met. My first husband died. After I married John, life was just very, very good. We've been fortunate enough to always travel, so we've been almost everywhere. We've just had a wonderful life. We're very lucky.
So you guys are both on your second marriage. Can you define the word love?
I'd say love is care. It's a big word, but I think love means caring for someone.
It lasts. It just lasts.
My wife died a couple of years ago, and my son moved into my apartment. He's making life livable for me.
How long were you and your wife together before she passed?
About 65 years.
Can you define the word love?
It's hard to put into words, but it's a feeling of completeness, and I miss her.
What's a big mistake that you made or a big regret you have that you learned a valuable lesson from?
Perhaps I would have made more of an effort to have found a partner after my husband died, and I didn't. And, in a way, I became stronger because I had to take care of everything myself. But, it would have been nice at this stage of my life to have a partner that I could, walk with and talk with and travel with and so on.
Yeah, I felt that.
Are you interested in
And
mushrooms?
The thing about it is that a lot of them are saying that same thing. I think we get as being young, we get caught up in what the other person doing so much, and we forget about what the other person is doing for us and bringing into our life. I think that's the biggest measurement of it when you sit down and you look and you say, hey, what is this person bringing into my life? Are they bringing a lot of hell into my life? Are they bringing groceries in every other week? Are they bringing gas money? Well, and we start measuring that stuff, but then it's the intangible things, like, are they making me feel better? Do I like to smile more when I'm around them? And so you put all of that together, and when you start getting older and you start looking around and all you left with is the things that you didn't want from that person, you left with them. And the person gone, I would imagine that get a little lonely. No matter what they brought into your life.
They would have learned certain things sooner, or someone would have taught them something sooner. What is a truth about life that you wish more people understood?
It's to accept differences, to try and understand the reasons why people behave as they do, even though their behavior might not be your type of behavior. I guess watching politics the way we watch politics, or the way politics confronts us every day, before you jump to the conclusion that X is evil and Y is great, you try and look at the bigger picture and what makes people the way they are. When you're young, you're so quick to judge, this is my view and off I go, sort of thing.
I would say being kind is not enough of that.
The word that keeps coming to me is respect. You don't pick fights.
Right.
Respect.
You have to have your
Yes,
parents
ma'am.
teach you those.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
don't know what it is when you're a kid, right? You watch your parents, how they react. You follow them.
And both our parents had very good marriages.
Yeah, and they were not rich.
No.
Money was not the issue. They were not rich, but they were rich in every other way.
And as you say, you never knew you were poor.
I never knew I was poor, and I was poor when I was young. Not everyone had food on the table. Somebody brought it over. That was life.
What did you guys do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
I'm a physician.
Did you love what you did?
If you don't enjoy work, you're really in trouble. Let me tell you.
A lot of people work in jobs they're not happy with.
It's the kiss of
And you know what? It shows on their face, in their demeanor.
their attitude. Yeah.
What's your advice to that? How do we do what we love?
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. That's right. That's my girl. Yeah.
You're really
Woo.
in trouble, let me tell you.
A lot of people work in jobs they're not happy with.
And you know what? It shows on their face, in their demeanor.
Their attitude. Yeah.
What's your advice to that? How do we do what we love?
Do it.
Do it. You have to adapt. Nothing's going to be a straight line. The world around you changes and you have to change. If you're not an adaptable person, you're never going to be happy even if you have a good job.
If you are someone in a situation like this, feeling like this, and you want to be able to do things like this, and this, I recommend you grab a copy of our updated 2.0 goal setting journal.
Look at my
In
guy.
just 3 parts,
He threw
this
that ad
journal
in
will help
there
you
like
figure
a
out your
mother.
Ideal life.
Yes,
To hear
sir.
from these elders.
Look at that ad in there.
To your life.
If you could go back in time knowing what you know today and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would you say to him?
Speak up more. I did a lot of just listening and packing knowledge away, but I didn't really express it until I was a lot older. It takes guts to do that. You do
Yes, sir.
learn more
Yes, sir.
by risking like that
Yes,
than you
sir.
do by keeping things to yourself.
I would have saved a lot more money along the way because I am working because I need to as well as to be connected, but I do actually need it financially.
You know what? You learn as you go along, and we don't give our kids advice. People have to learn. They put one foot in front of the other, and they learn as they go along.
And
they adapt.
experiment. Don't always go with your neighbors next door. There's a guy across the street. You should know what he's like too.
Yes,
Because
sir.
if you know what other people are like, you'll appreciate more people around you too.
Is there something that you had specifically or no? An advice for your younger self?
No, I don't think anything else.
No. I mean, we're perfect. We're tens, you know.
Jesus, Murphy. We're going to end up on the garbage floor in this interview.
You said that your family showed you the last time that we interviewed you, right?
Oh yeah, I seen it on television. I was pleased to see it, and my whole family and friends enjoyed it. I never thought I'd miss you guys again.
Still walking. We're still meeting you in the same park.
They fuck.
Are you wearing 7
Now,
layers?
I'm not gonna lie, this video really came out of nowhere. That's why I love Expansion Pack. That's why Expansion Pack is always where you need to be at about 9 a.m. to 10, Monday through Friday. Because what you can take away from here is all up to you. You may tune in 5 minutes. You may tune in 2 minutes. You may listen to me and be like, man, hey, shut up. And then that video start rolling. You be like, oh, my God, it's so interesting. So whatever you do, however you do it, just get in here, all right? Get in here or get it from somewhere. So we're going to hit the kitchen one more time. What is soul food? Man, I'm just messing around now. Oh, that boy is a trip.
My grandmother's from Louisiana. She came via the sharecropper Great Migration. I learned to cook from her. Behind the little house, it was a garden. She grew everything there. My uncles and us, we always would say the only reason we knew the inside of a store is because we couldn't slaughter in the backyard and we couldn't flood it for no rice. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I do Spa Household. We shop every day for the food. Like, there's nothing that's in this restaurant for more than 24 hours except for the chicken. That's only if it's marinated. I only shop for the tables that are coming in. The menu works like this. There's always fried chicken. There's always collard greens, if they're right. There's always sweet potatoes. And there's always mac and cheese. Those are the things that I grew up with. So, like, the fried chicken is the same recipe that I've been cooking and tasting my entire life, which is rosemary and thyme and onion and all those good marinades that goes in the marinade. And my catchphrase is, make a reservation and come on home. It's a place where you feel at home. People come in, they relax. I've been open for 10 years, so my guests are like family. And I work a lot, 16, 17, 18-hour days sometimes, but I just look at this is my calling and this is what I love to do. My
I
grandmother
enjoyed
from
that right
Louisiana.
there.
She came
Hold on, I
via-
want to subscribe.
What is...
They always do this to me.
My grandmother
Let me
from
subscribe.
Louisiana. She came via the sharecropper Great Migration. I learned to cook from her. Behind the little house,
Save
it
to the
was a garden.
police.
She
I mean, not
grew
to the police.
everything. My uncles and us, we always would
To
say
the
only reason we
playlist.
knew the inside
Meals
the
of
store is 'cause
Expansion
we couldn't
Pack. All right.
slaughter in the backyard and we couldn't flood it for no rice. And it's kind of one of the reasons why I do.
All right. Let's see this.
What is soul food? I mean, I know it's this, but like...
The history of soul food is that was when the slave master would give their slaves the food that they thought was not even good. You know, they were so intelligent. They took something that was supposed to be meant for no good and turned it into a delicacy. That's why we call it soul, because it's food that was cooked from the soul.
So it's interesting how Ladyship said soul food is making something beautiful from scraps, because that's a theme that is repeated all around the world. We spent a lot of time in Korea. Dishes like budae-jjigae was made from the discarded ingredients of military bases after the Korean War. It's the human spirit to kind of make something good out of something terrible. What is...
Last one. Let's get one more in here. Oh, we can't. She got the beat in the background. We got 4 minutes. Come on, video.
Co-producer is gonna give you unique sounds that actually fits your track in seconds. Let me show you. First, let it listen.
She rose from humble beginnings.
Whenever my mom was in the kitchen cooking, I would be right there, just watching, waiting to get the bowl, to lick the bowl. And from there, you know, having a family of 13, we always had food. It was always about the food. Food. That's how we shared our love. That's how we communicated. It was about the food all the time.
And now recipes rooted in her family are served inside Chef Carol's Southern Kitchen right here in the Valley.
We got started back in 2019. It's been my passion all my life, but when I married my husband, we were gonna do something different, and I always loved to cook. So I said, why not just start cooking? He said, okay, go for it. And he named the place, and that's how we got going. All the way back from the ancestors, and then moved into the South. That's how we shared, you know, with the different food. We didn't have much.
During the antebellum period, enslaved African people were given scraps that were low in quality and nutrition.
Most enslaved people said that the rations they received were some form of salt pork, pork fat, the part of the pig that was discarded typically, and then some weight of cornmeal. And that was about it.
They did their best to round up vegetables when they could.
You also have to realize that enslaved people were also doing their best to provide additional nutrition to the children, their elders, and their families as well. And so that included having garden plots. So you're talking people working 12 to 14 hours a day, and then after working in the field, they would go to their garden plot and continue to cultivate nutritious vegetables.
Yet still, enslaved people found ways to preserve African food traditions and adapt recipes that would pass over to generations.
As enslaved people are taking...
Yep, and we know the history of that. And we still eat today. That good old chicken, macaroni and cheese, and collard greens, and all of the other soul food that you like, and all of the things that you enjoy. All right, y'all, we coming up on our last 15 minutes. I'm going to do some more quotes for you. But before I do that, I just want to say the Uncathon is on. If you have not been watching the Uncathon, you need to be watching the Uncathon, because we're going to go back right on that after this. All right? So follow me on TikTok, DanFman89, on Twitch, DanFman007, and now, starting today, we bringing the Uncathon over to DGTA_TV, so y'all be on the lookout for that. All right, let's get some more quotes in here.
Hey everybody, it's Tony Robbins here with
Maybe
my
I
dear
can.
friend Dean Graziosi.
Hold on, maybe I can look at that one. I don't think we've seen all of these, so let's watch the rest of these.
A little foolishness, enough to enjoy life, and a little wisdom to avoid the errors. that will do. Hard times don't create heroes. It is during the hard times when the hero within us is revealed. Happiness is not the absence of problems. It's the ability to deal with them. The great courageous act that we must all do is to have the courage to step out of our history and past so that we can live our dreams.
Exactly.
Nothing in your life will change unless you change.
Yes, sir.
You think you know someone, but mostly you just know what you want to know.
Ha! Yeah. That was
It took
good.
a long time, but I have learned that you just can't take anything you want out of life without putting something back in exchange.
Right.
Instead of worrying about what you cannot control, shift your energy to what you can create.
Exactly. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Maturity is when you stop complaining and making excuses and start making changes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You can't understand everything immediately. Sometimes you need to wait.
Yes, sir.
Some goodbyes set you free. The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be.
Yes.
If you have a strong purpose in life, you don't have to be pushed. Your passion will drive you there.
Yes. Oh, man.
Life changes for the better when we realize that we don't have to know everything, and we don't have to pretend that we do. Be the reason someone smiles. Be the reason someone feels loved and believes in the goodness in people.
Yes, sir.
It's never too late to reinvent yourself.
Yes, sir.
Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
Yes, sir.
Obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it. You can't always get what you want, but if you try sometimes, you get what you need. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are.
at?
The hardest thing to learn in life is which bridge to cross and which bridge to burn.
Yes, sir.
All you have to do is pay attention. Lessons always arrive when you are ready. Facing your emotions gives you more strength and happiness in the long run than shutting them down or ignoring them. If you believe very strongly in something, stand up and fight for it.
Yes, sir.
Guard well your thoughts when alone, and your words when accompanied. The trouble is, if you don't spend your life yourself, other people spend it for you. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue your goals. If there's a single lesson that life teaches us, it's that wishing doesn't make it so.
Now that one hit. Wishing doesn't make it so.
Tell me about the day the world went blue.
It was terrifying.
I wasn't scared at all.
Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you're not going to fit in no matter how hard you try.
Get a couple more.
And it's better to just be alone. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush.
Yes, sir. 3 more.
When one door closes, another opens. But we often look so long and so regretfully upon the closed door that we do not see the one which has opened for us.
Yes, sir.
Always trust what your gut tells you, even when everybody else tries to convince you otherwise.
All right, last one.
Don't take people for granted. You never know when they could be gone. You never know how much they mean to you until they're gone.
All right, y'all. Now this has been a great episode of Expansion Pack. I think the conversations that my man had with the older people really kind of did us some good justice. Like it really brought us some good value into our day. So I'm gonna go ahead and get up off y'all nerves for the day. I ain't gonna hold y'all for the rest of these last 7 minutes. I already held y'all long enough. Keep on getting that soul food in, some of them good old quotes, food for thought. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow on Tech Tuesday. Don't ask me what the topic is unless you got suggestions. This has been another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. This is DGTA TV. All right, y'all. Peace. Hey, tune into the Uncle-thon live. We coming right back. Right after this, I'm going right back to the Uncle-thon. 5 more days, y'all. 5 more days. Peace. We smarter. That's why we don't want to interact with each other. We like this motherfucker thinking something I don't want to be even a part of. You know what I'm saying? So that's not the best trade-off, but hey, it'll balance itself out as we go along. If you ask me before we get to it far into this discussion, because it's almost 9:30, I'm gonna say that unlimited access to information has made us dumber. But those who truly use the information for growth, not saying you're more intelligent or you're smarter, but you're more capable because of the increased access to information, whether it be information about what your neighbor doing on a vacation or whether it's Googling how to build a shack in the back of your house that's going to take care of your vegetables and all of that stuff. Now, with that being said, let me go on to some more other people talking. All right.
My boyfriend and I have been arguing because he won't pay for YouTube Premium. But it's okay because I just downloaded AdBlock from Capital One Shopping. It blocks ads on my favorite sites, even YouTube.
You giving me an ad about how to block ads. Come on, man. Shut the hell up. Excuse me. Let's see what some other people got to say. More than likely, they're going to say pretty much the same thing, but...
Social media has become an integral part of our lives. It is a platform that allows people to connect with each other, share their thoughts, and express themselves. While there are many advantages to social media, there are also some disadvantages that cannot be ignored. One of the most significant advantages of social media is its ability to connect people from all over the world. Social media allows us to communicate with people we would not otherwise have the opportunity to meet. It provides a platform for socializing and networking, which is crucial for building relationships and making new friends. Moreover, social media has become a vital tool for businesses and entrepreneurs to market their products and services. It enables businesses to target specific audiences and engage with them through personalized content. Social media has also made it possible for individuals to showcase their talents and skills to a broader audience. However, social media has some significant disadvantages. One of the most significant drawbacks is the impact it can have on mental health. The constant need for validation and comparison can lead to anxiety and depression. Moreover, social media has been used as a platform for cyberbullying and harassment, leading to psychological trauma for many people. Another significant disadvantage of social media is the spread of misinformation. Social media